Hi, I'm Cece, and today I'll be reviewing Homegoing by Cece, a book chronicling the journeys of the descendants of two sisters born in Ghana with very different life paths spanning two continents. To preface, get it? I didn't technically read the book. I listened to it on Audible for about 13 hours. While the nature of this book makes it hard to follow characters with only audio, I would still recommend the audiobook version narrated by Dominic Hoffman. As with most audiobooks narrated by someone with personal stake in a story, for example, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, where he narrates his own life story, the voice makes the narrative of the story more authentic and it's a nice break from your own imagination. The perfect balance between the complete ruination of watching the movie, we all know how that goes, and the very internal experience of just silently reading. Alright, enough about the method to your madness. You're here so I can tell you why you should read this book at all. So I'll start with why I read it, besides the fact that Sheard is making us do this project. The descriptions and reviews of others resonated with me. I'm the product of one half of the story. My ancestors had lives and stories just as detailed as the ones in this novel, yet I'll never know about them or where they came from, like those in the American lineage of the book. It's an easy hook for me, but besides that, everyone should read this story because it presents the information we've all been told about slavery over and over again in a new way, a more human way. Jesse's style makes this story hard to put down, reminiscent of the storytelling tradition in most African cultures. The recurring theme of fire almost mimics the way this novel reads, with the audience being consumed by each character's story only for the story to abruptly end and move on to the next generation. It almost seems to get faster with each character. Even though our original characters, Efia, the beauty, and Esiasade are as, if not more sparsely fleshed out as their final descendants, Marjorie and Marcus. I don't really think there's anyone who couldn't get something out of the novel, even if it may not necessarily resonate personally or be of interest at all, which is hard to imagine. The book addresses the effects of slavery on countries these people were taken from, the motives of people behind the scenes, voluntarily or not, those who benefited, those who obviously did the dirty work, the development of the civil rights laws here in the U.S., the creation of the prison industrial complex, Jim Crow, gender roles, systemic inequity, the drug epidemics of the 60s and 80s, the war on drugs among the African American community, and how those things are all intertwined. And while one who is not familiar with these things should certainly go and get more precise and direct outside information, the book puts a face to these issues and how they've evolved through generations. Another thing I enjoyed is that Jesse, unlike so many others who write about these happenings, does not temper or sugarcoat the reality with happy endings and woeful reunions. This story is brutal and honest, a must-read for 2017.